But watch freshman Jason Richardson for Saginaw Nouvelle. He dunks it right back in their face. And that's Mark Walters for the winners. Catholic now 13-10 going to the regional finals. Earlier, Steve Reynolds kept Carrollton, not our Steve Reynolds. This is Carrollton's Steve Reynolds. He kept his team in the game. Tom Dinn scores here. Catholic all over Carrollton, 80-40. On the scoreboard tonight, I want to show you that Saginaw beat Flint Northern, the defending Class A champion, easily, ending the high school career of Mateen Cleaves, who could announce his college choice as early as tomorrow. I don't know how Northern goes from the A champ to 12-11. But that's the way they finished. We showed you DeWitt. Charlotte beat Lakewood tonight. Bronson over Napoleon. We showed you Catholic over Carrollton. Foul.
Wayne did an excellent job.
In Class C action, the Cinderella Cougars of Lansing Catholic Central up against the Lions of Hopkins at Ferris State. Cats are fighting all over. Catholic working it around for Mark Waters on the wing for three. The turkey try is true. 18 for him in the game. Lions are back in it. Joe Larson almost loses the handle, looking for the alley-oop. Mike Bird soaring up for the bucket. The Lions take the lead, but the Cougars come back to reclaim it. Last play, Rudy Gaytan gets the steal and the jam. It doesn't count, but it doesn't matter. 47-43, the Cougars are on their way to the Breslin Center for the semifinals on Thursday.
Listen, we started preparing for this state championship 4 years ago with these freshmen. We have been preparing for 4 years for the state championship, and we're going to get there.
We always knew we were preparing for the tournament ever since last spring, and finally we did it. We're going to the Breslin Center now. It's been a dream.
Let's hit the board for two more scores. Maple Valley ends their season at 19-7. They lose to Hopkins tonight at Western Michigan, 61-54. And Fowler once again bows out to Detroit Holy Redeemer.
From three, that was money in the bank for Exelby tonight, who had 17. That
Tonight in the quarterfinals of the state high school basketball tournament. How'd they do? The winners go to the Breslin. Lansing Everett gets knocked out in Class A. DeWitt rolls on to the semis in Class B, as does Lansing Catholic Central in Class C. Maple Valley's season ends in C. In Class B, Albion joins DeWitt in the semifinals with a narrow win, and Fowler loses again to the defending D champion Detroit Holy Redeemer. We got highlights in the Class A game at Lansing Eastern tonight. Everett jumped out to an 11-7 lead despite the loss of two suspended starters who played in a 3-on-3 game this past weekend. They weren't eligible. So that was Eric Thompson scoring for Johnny Jones' team, but too much Wayne Memorial. This is Jameel Wooden with a three to make it 66-51. Everett freshman Kevin Lee with a three-pointer. He had the big bucket against Benton Harbor. His three gets him closer. Eric Thompson scores here, but Wayne Memorial had too much firepower, and after the game, Everett coach John Jones was asked about playing without those suspended starters.
That's a nice game. Probably was a mental battle more than anything else. I thought that, yesterday in practice really wasn't particularly good practice. But, you have to play, and, you have those things happen, and you just got to play over. We just didn't get it done tonight. Wayne did an excellent job.
Now to Big Rapids, where Lansing Catholic Central is in the fourth quarter of its game against Newaygo. Catholic is in the white uniforms. Tom Dinn here with a basket outside. This one was close all night long, and the win for Catholic gives the Cougars merely a 15-10 record. Here's Mike Birdie with a dunk for Newaygo. Their fans are all excited. Rudy Guyton comes back here with a baseline jumper. The Cougars win. They're going to the Breslin Center for a 1 p.m. semifinal game on Thursday afternoon.
Coaching staff with Doug Fleming, Tim Moore, and Tom Maloney, they're just super, and that's just not me. It's the coaches and the players is great.
we've been working on this ever since last spring. We always knew we were preparing for the tournament ever since last spring, and finally we did it. We're going to the Breslin Center now. It's been a dream.
Played good defense out there, and that was the key to the game tonight. So the score was, you can tell it was like 40-something to 50, and that was the basic key the whole time was the defense.
In the second game in Big Rapids tonight, Jim Lutzke's DeWitt Panthers had a tough game against
Holland Christian. Well, like Holland Christian, Newaygo had to knock off the top-ranked team in the state to get to the quarterfinals. Tonight, Newaygo had a real test. Newaygo up against Lansing Catholic Central, and they would build a 7-point lead after 3 quarters. Mark Waters, then it's Newaygo coming back. Joe Larson to Mike Birdie, nails a 3. Then Larson to Birdie for the slam dunk. Birdie with 18. Newaygo was up by 1, but the Lions go ice cold in that fourth quarter. And Lansing takes over. Rudy Gayton, 2 of 10 for him. 47-43, Lansing Catholic Central downs Newaygo. One of the Cinderella stories of the tournament, Hopkins High School.
Now set in the Class C and D high school basketball tournament. Stay with us.
All the big games are here this weekend, Roger, and the championship games are now set in classes C and D for the Breslin Center this Saturday. The D semifinals were played at the Breslin Center tonight, and you look at the semifinals. Wyoming Tri-Unity Christian clobbered Detour, and the 1977 champ Maple City Glen Lake beat the defending champion tonight, Detroit Holy Redeemer, easily. So the schools in yellow there play for the D championship Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. In Class C today, Detroit DePorce knocked out Lansing Catholic. Manton crushed Hopkins. The teams in yellow there will play for the C title at noon on Saturday. Lansing Catholic Central Cinderella run finally came to an end today. The Cougars of Art Frank finished 15-11 after hanging in for much of this game. They were down only 3 at the half today. They made some big plays throughout the day. That was Matt Waters, who led the way with 15 points. Rudy Gaitan had a good tournament run, made some big baskets for his team. The Cougars thought they could win this game in the second half, but it wasn't to be. DePorce, Terrelman Johnson had 19 points to lead away. A little bit too much rebounding, too much speed and quickness, and so DePorce wins this one by 8 points, but the Cougars were proud of their tournament run.
Nobody expected us to go this far, and I mean, like I can say, we're proud. I'm proud.
Yeah, we were tight, you know, certainly. You know, both teams were a little tight, you know. It's just that ours stuck out a little bit more.
2 of tonight's 4 scheduled games in the NCAA basketball tournament are now complete, and both of these games were high scoring. Georgetown ends Texas.